Hi everyone, happy Monday. It's Vickie Kello, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. Why is this not working? No internet connection. Hopefully everyone's all right. I was not feeling very well today, so I didn't work today. I woke up and felt like I'd been hit by a bus. Just achy and stuff all over. So, and then I got a call from the school that Hunter had hurt his finger and it's quite bruised, so I went and picked him up. And we spent a bit of time at urgent care, and then they pretty much kicked us out of urgent care because X-ray place was closed. So I'm like, anyway. Hi Megan. So that was annoying, but anyway, that's my day today. So tonight we are playing with Gingerbread Man. So this comes in a bundle. Smooth things over. And then it comes with these dies. These dies are enormous. They're like 2 stamp sets put together. So they're enormous. But it comes with the actual gingerbread dies, hat, scarf, like the lolly things, and candy canes. So I've put the lollies and the candy canes together because when you cut the candy canes, it cuts out the layer plus the base. So I did some in red and I did some in white. I think it looks better if you have the base as white and the thing as red, but because it cuts out, this is one die, it cuts out both of them together. So I've done the back to front as well, but I think this one looks better. And then, so I did the same with the lollies as well. Hi Lisa. So I got them. There's like a lollipop with a thing on there as well. I haven't put that together. Coffee mug, speech bubble, marshmallows, little squiggly lines. I think these are buttons, or the eyes and the nose and the eyes and mouth. And yeah, 2 lots of marshmallows. And a bow tie. Bow tie? I think. So I had a little bit of fun playing with that. And so I've cut out, so this is pecan pie. Oh, what I was going to do, which I haven't done, is get my Versamark out. We're going to have to emboss with white. So I didn't get that ready. Here's my embossing station. Now we want white, not clear. Hi Glenda. Do you have to take Hunter for an x-ray tomorrow? We're going to see how he feels. He's got, the swelling is quite bad and the bruising and things, but he said that when we got to urgent care that his pain was an 8, and then by the time we were leaving he was saying his pain's a 6. So I don't know, we'll see how he is in the morning. I don't think it's broken, but it's probably sprained quite a bit. So we're going to... Hi, Janice. So when you cut the gingerbread out, they cut out as a pair. He was playing a Newcomb or something. To me, it sounds a bit like volleyball. I've never heard it called Newcomb, but they've been playing it in sport for a while. Hunter doesn't really like it. And somebody spiked the ball and then it's hit his right hand, like the ball's hit like that. And so this finger's quite swollen and black and blue. So yes, he's not happy. And I did have the nurse speak to me, and I said, he's a bit of a drama queen. She said, I wasn't going to say that, but she goes, the swelling is obviously contributing to, because then he can see it as well. So he's not acting out, but I think he's playing on it a bit more than he may need to. I don't know. So yes, it does look sore, and I'm not debating that, but there's also not a lot you can usually do too. So I've got my embossing stuff out. I'm going to rub my embossing buddy over, and we're going to do two at once here. Put that there. Lisa's obviously having trouble because she's in and out, It keeps coming up. Lisa is watching. Lisa is watching. Maybe she can't hear me. So, I hope everyone else had a good weekend. I am feeling a bit better now. That is not... Hi, Jean. I think I'm going to have to go get my bigger block. That's annoying. Okay. Hi, Sue. Yes, you, Lisa. Keeps coming up. Lisa is watching. Lisa is watching. So it usually happens when you go out and then come back in. Lisa is watching. Yeah, so I think we need this big block. If I can get this out without breaking a nail. Ugh. There we go. So if you're going to buy this stamp set, you need like a Stamparatus or this block, because this block is a F block. What does it say on here? I've been here the whole long. How funny is that? Because on my screen it's got Lisa is watching. Lisa is watching. I thought it used to say on here the thing. Maybe it's in the catalogue. But this stamp block, which is E, because what's this? F. E does not fit on there, like his feet are hanging off. Not a good look, and his hands are too. Not going to be a good look. You need this big block. Okay, now this is hard to handle for some. Haven't missed a word you said. That's funny. So with photopolymer stamps, they can stretch a little bit, and when you're trying to line them up, you just want to make sure that you kind of just place it on there and let it do its thing, so that it will then line up on here. think I'm going to iron them out that way. And you're probably going to get my head in the thing, but that's what it is. Okay, so when we heat emboss, we need to Versamark. Versamark is a clear sticky ink. And so and you can actually see kind of where it, like, it gives you a bit of tone on tone. It will stay wet for a little while, so I'm going to do 2 at once. I wouldn't probably do more than 2. And it's only because I've already got them cut out. Oh. Okay, I went a bit skew-iff there. And, oh, maybe not there. Anyway, we will try. So then we sprinkle white embossing powder over. And we've got some chunkies on there, which I'll have to get off. That's what the embossing buddy was supposed to stop. Right. Had to listen to K-pop Demon Hunters. Yes. That is on replay in our house too. I don't know about the heavy metal version. Who won the prize with their name tag? Carol. So I think she was... I'm just going to wipe all that off there and see if I can get it better. I've not met Carol before, so she was a new to me lady. There was quite a few people there. I didn't get any notes on my, any votes on mine name tag. I think Kerry got a couple of votes on hers. So at the event, everyone was given a peg, which you had to go around and vote on your name tag that you wanted. Just gonna see whether I can get that a little bit nicer there. That's a bit better. All right, and we seem a little bit thin there. Okay, so we've got a whole heap of white embossing powder there, which I'll have to do. You can't buy the Cleaning Buddy by itself. No, it comes in a whole embossing kit. $47. Comes with the tray, these tweezers, which are amazing. The brush. Everything you need for embossing. Okay, so we're going to turn the embossing heat tool on. All right, so you can see then the difference between this one and this one, because this one's gone shiny and melted, and so this one needs to be heat set and shiny and melted, and so now it's supposed to look like icing on there. Well, get that out of there. All right, heat this up again. And you don't want to stand too, like have the heat on there too long, and you definitely don't want to touch it straight afterwards because it will leave your fingerprint in there and things. But once it's dried for a little bit, it'll be fine. I think I need to hit some more there. It's not melted. Now, I've gone a bit skewy with the stamping. I didn't quite line it up because it's hard to do with the camera and I couldn't stand up. But it's okay because when I have made gingerbread, they never look normal anyway. So then we can put the buttons on. So the buttons can be these. And you could have stamped the buttons at the same time if you wanted. And his face. So there's a couple of different faces. I think I'm going to do just the normal face. Oops. All right, so we're going to stand that up. We need to bring in the powder, and we can get our little Qantas spoon that they don't give us anymore and cover those. Right. And pop that away, and we'll put the heat tool on again. All right, so our gingerbread are made now. Now you could stick this on the front of a card front if you wanted to. He's pretty big, so he would take up the whole card front. I'm just going to leave him as he is, like that, and then. So I don't know whether I told, this is pecan pie. I think pecan pie is the best gingerbread colour. So we have got Sugar and Spice and Everything Nice, Oh Snap, Baking Spirits Bright, and Seasons Eatings. So I think I'm going to do this one. Sugar and spice and everything nice. And so we can heat, hopefully this fits in here. That I should have probably tested before I did it. Stamp on the inside. Now I didn't use the embossing buddy on the inside, which I should have, but we will see. That didn't turn out too bad. This one. And then we can do the heat embossing again. So when you're heat embossing, you only want to do enough just until the powder melts and it goes shiny and stuff. You don't want to sit there and melt it too much, because especially when it's on a darker piece of cardstock, because it kind of then melts into it and then you lose the shininess and everything else, like it goes away type thing. Right, so we have those two. Now we're going to decorate one of them. Because we're going to do I want, see if I do it this side, you probably won't notice it. So his head's so far off center. That's a good idea, isn't it? I think I could probably get away with glue dots. So we want, I just cut this out of DSP, which is in that, the only Christmas DSP that I've been using. What's this one, the tags and more thing? I don't know where it is. I don't know that I still have it here. Oh, here it is. Christmas tags and more. So I've just added the scraps that I had of that. Just going to put his hat on this way, sideways, so you don't know that his head's so skew-whiffed. And then a little scarf. Oh, look at that. I might need another one under there though. Just to keep that down. That's cute. All right, and then that can go there and cover up that mess. See, look at that. There's no messes when you then decorate. You can cover up that mess. Oh, that's cute, isn't it? Oh, I like him. I don't know whether he needs the candy cane though. That's super cute. He needs bling. And I think probably just the plain bling. Oh, he's cute, isn't he? How nice is that? And then this is his own little card. So if you wanted to, when you cut this out, you could cut him in half there. Oh, is that melted? Oh, but if you cut him down there, like this one's got a nice rounded side and these do too, and then this will be square. So you just have to be a bit mindful if you're going to do that, maybe. But I like him as that. So I didn't cut out too many other things to decorate because, the other thing that I was going to do that I saw somebody, look, I got these. I might do that on this one that we haven't decorated yet, was to give him a bit more dimension. Do I have pecan pie in here? Yes. Is that pecan pie? No. Pecan pie is this one. Are these even in order? Probably not. Copper clay doesn't exist. The red and white peppermints are still current. Yes. Oh, they might go somewhere else. Hang on. So I got pecan pie ink. Hi, Renee. And what I saw somebody do was that they just gave him a bit more dimension around. So he looks like he got a bit of toasty crustiness. So that then just makes him stand out a little bit more. So you've got this one, and you can see the little bit of difference there with that. And then I saw somebody else make a snowman. So I've cut it out just in white. We're not going to stamp it. We're just going to do, so we can stamp buttons in black. On this one. Oh, the button should go probably around the other way. But anyway. Oh, I need to make room. And then there's a smiley face, like a winky face. So I'm going to stamp that one. Now, probably, will it fit on this little block? Because I've got so many blocks out here. Winky face. Oh, that's cute. And then I thought with this one, could get another thing, boho glue, but it won't be, it'll be too funny. pool party. And just give him a bit of a, I haven't lined him up yet. So this is just pool party. I love how you are ho-ho-hoing. Oh, so just give him a little bit of colour. Well, I'm not going to be here for 2 weeks in November, so I'm going to miss prime Christmas card making. I've got to get my bits out now. So give him a bit of colour. And then I've got him a hat too. Maybe he can have a hat straight on because I haven't had to stamp him, so nobody knows that he's off centre. That, and then he can be holding the candy cane. Oh, I like that a lot. Oh, and I got him a scarf too. Hi, Marie. Oh, I should have done the buttons down a bit further. I could maybe stamp the buttons again and he could have 4 buttons. Do you think that might be a bit excessive? I think it'll just take a bit of practice to work out where you should stamp the buttons. Or maybe you should dress first. I think I'm going to stamp. And he can have 4 buttons. Oh, and now I've goobered that. Damn it. He could have a lolly over here. I can't pick that up with my stupid nail. Is he going to have a carrot nose? What? Is there a carrot nose? No? Is there... Is there a carrot in here? No. I don't think so. Could maybe turn something into a carrot. I wouldn't know how to do that though. I'm going to cover that up because I don't want my goober showing. And where did I put that? Bling. Over here. So, he's cute too. I haven't stamped on the inside of him yet. What should I stamp on the inside for him? Oh snap. Baking Spirits Bright. Season's Eatings. No, probably the Sugar and Spice one. I might, I could feel something toppling over. I think I'm going to stamp it in black. Right. And then I do have another one, but I don't have him a hat. I didn't cut him a hat. So there, those two are done. But I want to, Megan's suggestion, where is my, oh, bling, bling, bling. Because these peppermints are still current. And this one. This is all I've got left of them though, because they kept selling out last year, but they're still current this year. These would be amazing on here. I need to stamp his face. One. Oh, they're cute, aren't they? He needs that face. I do like that winky face. What was that on? That was on this one. And then on the inside, oh, we could do the same thing. Sugar and Spice. So then he needs to do we want him with the Cool Party? I think it does make a slight difference. You could stamp him in Pecan Pie. The white could be the icing. Oh, you could. So just give him a bit of dimension there. So these peppermints are probably going to sell out again now that everyone's going to want them for buttons for the snowman or even the gingerbread man, because they would look cool on there too. The big one's not going to cover that. You could stamp them, be on there anyway. I don't know whether they'll stick to embossing. Maybe. Oops, that's on the wrong side. I know, Jean. How cool is it? It's amazing. So I do think the candy canes look better when it's the white bottom and the red top. These aren't terrible, but they just don't look good as that. That looks better. But I'm going to use that because, you know, I stuck that together. But do I want... No, because then it won't open on that side. The lollies have to be on this side. And that can cover up that. I can't wait to see what you come up with this, Jean. Last year you made some awesome Christmas things. I've still got them hanging on my corkboard up here. The little gift boxes and packaging. I felt like a kid in a candy store when you gave me that whole box of little trinkets. Made. Okay. So that can go there. So you don't have to have the hat. The hat does look better, and so does the scarf, but you don't have to. But you do. You can't have a naked gingerbread man. And then put the lolly on this side. Oh, I love him. I love him a lot. So, and you want to get these peppermint things to be the buttons because I think they are cute. So, there's no hats and scarves. And here's hats and scarves. So let's put it like that. Hats and scarves. Oh, I love him so much. I do like him with extra buttons there. So, I think that's cool. I'm pretty happy with that. Bit of fun. So this is the Gingerbread Man bundle. I don't know how much it is. I didn't check the price. I just bought it. But you will need the large Big Shot machine because the dies are massive for the gingerbread. But I did also see somebody made this into a mummy, like they drew lines and stuff on it as well, so it turned into a mummy. And I'm sure in my head in the car while I was driving home from urgent care with Hunter, I was thinking, oh, how could I turn this into a Santa as well? I think I'd probably have to cut another one out in red and make pants and stuff with it, but I didn't have time to do that. But I think somebody could do that, and I reckon you could turn it into Santa as well. I don't know how you do the beard, but there is a squiggly die which I did see somebody use as hair for a little girl, and they made a little girl out of this. So you could, I suppose, do that for the beard. But anyways, that is the video tonight. Now I just have to clean my stamps and clean up. So hopefully everyone enjoyed themselves and now wants this set. Thank you, Megan. This bundle is $94.50. Amazing. So, and I've made, like, it's not just gingerbread. So I've made a snowman too, but you can, I'm sure there's plenty of other things that you could come up with. The only thing is you will need this big block or a Stamparatus if you're going to stamp this, because it doesn't fit on the little block, the smaller block. So this is, what block was that? This is an F block. So if you don't have an F block or a block that big, because this stamp set is, well, I work in inches, so that is 3.5 inches across, and it is 5 inches tall. So you need a block big enough to fit him if you're going to stamp it. Yes, you can order it, Jean. Do you need the block as well, or are you right? I'll talk to you offline anyway. And things, but super cute. And you get a couple of faces, everything on here. Buttons, marshmallows. I don't know what I would do with marshmallows. But, oh, you could stick the marshmallows, like stamp the marshmallows on the inside. That'd be nice. Maybe I could do that. So, thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!